بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبع هداه. أما بعد. Today we were supposed to talk about the تفخيم and ترقيق. Right? So far we don't have the projector working. We spoke in the past about, at least briefly, about the تفخيم and ترقيق. Anybody can, or anybody remembers anything about تفخيم and ترقيق? The things that we spoke about in the past? Anybody? All right. We spoke about, yes, the تفخيم and ترقيق of the letter lam and the ra. You remember we spoke in length about the ra. We spoke over 3 weeks or 2 weeks about the ra. When the ra is muraqqaqa, which is soft, and when it is mufakhama, when it is strong. And the cases, the special cases where it is sometimes soft and sometimes strong. So ra, the ra is one of the letters that is sometimes soft and sometimes strong. We also spoke about the lam in Lafdul Jalal Allah, in the word Allah, where it is sometimes soft and sometimes strong, right? And I mentioned in the past that the letters of alphabet can either be soft or strong, but we do have the case where a letter could be sometimes soft and sometimes strong, like it is the case for the lam and the ra. Right? So we have basically 3 groups of letters. So the alphabet will be divided in 3 groups of letters. The ones that are always soft, and the ones that are always strong, and the ones in between that are sometimes soft and sometimes strong. So we have 3 groups of letters. Which one do you think is the biggest group? The group that contains the most letters? The soft group. Yeah, the soft group contains the most number of letters, obviously. Let's start with the letters that are always strong. Anybody knows the letters that are always strong? Huruf? Yeah, they are called huruf al-isti'la. Huruf al-isti'la. They are called huruf al-isti'la. And they are usually grouped in a sentence that goes like this. Khussa So we have how many letters? We have 7 letters. Those are the letters that are always strong. This is just something that helps you remember the letters. Right? We always tend to memorize the smallest groups, right? The smallest group or groups. So this is the group that has 7 letters, which is much smaller than the group of soft letters. So the next smaller group is the group of letters that are sometimes soft and sometimes strong. So we already mentioned the lam and the ra. we have the lam, and we have the ra. Anything is missing from this group? The alif. All right. What kind of alif is this? Alif of mad, not to be confused with the hamza, right? Because I guess in classical Arabic sometimes we use this terminology to refer to the hamza. When we say the alif, we mean really the hamza. But in this case, we are referring to harf al-mad, the alif of harf al-mad. What did we say about harf al-mad, the alif? We said that it has a sukoon and before it a fatha, right? It always has a sukoon and before it a fatha. And it follows, the reason it is sometimes soft, sometimes strong is because it follows the letter that comes before it. The letters that comes before it. If I say the word tara, for example, with the ta, if I say tara, you say ta, right? If I say the word sara, I say, you hear sa, right? This is the sound that you hear for the alif. Instead of instead of right? Sara and tara. You see the difference. Any other letter is missing from this group? Anybody? There must be something missing from this group. Yes, Brother Hanif. Yeah, I guess. Wow, no. Wow, you mean the mad? Or the letter wow? No, not the wow. Not the letter wow, or not the wow of mad as well. I'll give you one more minute to find out. Anybody wants to try or guess? All right. It's the ghunna. You remember when we spoke about the ikhfa, for example? The ikhfa, we said it's pronouncing the noon from the makhraj of the next letter, from the point of articulation of the next letter. If the next letter is sad, then sad is one of the letters, those letters of isti'la, which means that the ghunna is going to be heavy, strong. All right? The ikhfa, yeah. The ghunna of the ikhfa. Right? So the ghunna is sometimes soft and sometimes strong. So the ghunna is not really a letter, it's a sound. So it is part of this group of letters that are sometimes soft and sometimes strong. Does it make sense? A good example of the ghunna when it is soft is in the word that is frequent in the Quran, the word antum. Antum. So here the ghunna is soft because after the nun we have a ta. And obviously the ta is not one of those letters that are here. So ta is not a strong letter. So as a result, the ghunna is soft. Antum. And the common mistake is sometimes that people would make it strong, would make the ghunna strong. And an example of a word that has the ghunna strong is, for example, min sadid. Min sadid. Min, here the ghunna is strong because the letter after it is sad. And the sad is one of the letters that are always strong. These letters are written in the document related to the ra, the rules of ra. They are written on top in one of the columns on the right side, right hand side. So now we have the first group is this one with 7 letters. A group of letters that are always strong. Second group, as we said, are the letters that are sometimes strong, sometimes soft. And the rest of the letters obviously are always soft. Are always soft. Like we mentioned just now, the letter ta, the letter noon, and the other letters. So the rest, as we said, are obviously greater in number. So instead of memorizing the rest of the letters, we memorize these ones, the 7 letters, and these 4, and the rest is always soft. The rest is always soft. One of the slides that I was going to show you today was the level of strength of each letter. Of course, these 7 letters, this is not extremely important, but I guess it's good to have an idea about which one of the letters is stronger than the other. Obviously, if you compare the dad with the kha, the dad sounds stronger, right? So some letters are stronger than others. And also, as we mentioned in the past, depending on what haraka is on the letter itself, it will make it either stronger or less stronger. And of course, we have to remember these letters are always strong. It's just a matter of, is it more or less in terms of strength when it has a specific haraka on it. The fatha obviously makes a letter stronger, right? The fatha makes a letter stronger, and the kasra usually makes it the weakest. And you remember when we spoke about ahkam al-ra, the letters of ra, the rules of ra, we always mentioned the condition where the letter shouldn't have a kasra. That's because the kasra will make the letter weak, especially when we are talking about letters that are always strong. So if one of these letters have a kasra, so it is in its weakest state. It is still strong compared to the soft letters, but it is in its weakest state. So the way it goes, we have the case where the letter has a fatha and an alif after it, right? The second case, this is when it is the strongest. So it will have a fatha and an alif after it. The second case is when it has a fatha and no alif after it. And the third case is when it has a dhamma. And the fourth case is when it has sukoon. And the fifth case is when it has kasra. So those are the levels of strength for each letter in general. And we have a few examples. Maybe we'll leave this slide for next week if we ever manage to get this projector working. With good examples from the Quran where people usually make mistakes. And whenever a person makes mistakes in these kind of words, what kind of meaning it's going to have in terms of tafkhim and tarqiq. Right, other than that, we'll inshallah maybe do the reading now, and if you have any questions while we are reading, then we can talk about them inshallah. So we were supposed to read Surah Al-Shams and Surah Al-Sharh, and if there is time, we can always read something else. We have inshallah half an hour. That's the first one, Shaykh Al-Husari. All right. All right, Brother Ahmed.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
جزاك الله خير Brother Hanif.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
جزاك الله خير بدر حنيف. بدر محمد.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
جزاك الله خير. The word qamar in ayah number 2, you have to make sure that the meme stays soft. Right? It seems like when you read it, because the qaf before it obviously is one of the strong letters, you made the meme a little bit strong, I think. So we have to make sure we say al-qama, al-qama, not al-qama, right? Al-qama. It's a common mistake. And in the last ayah, walaya kha, walaya kha. And we said earlier, when these letters have a fatha, the huruf al-isti'la, the strong letters, if one of them has a fatha and after it an alif, that's their strongest state. So we say wala ya kha, wala ya kha.
Did I not make it strong enough?
You didn't make it strong enough. So you said wala ya kha. Right? You see the difference? Wala ya kha, wala ya kha. And the difference is that if you are saying it, if I'm saying it while smiling, right, then it will be soft, right? If my lips are open, then it will be soft. If they are round, then it will be stronger. Ya kha instead of ya kha, right? Ya kha, ya kha, right? And of course, it's sandwiched between soft letters, like you have the lam and the ya and the fa. Those are soft letters. All right, Jazakallah khair. Brother Sajjad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوا فعقروها فدمدم.
Repeat again. فكذبوا. فكذبوا.
فكذبوا فعقروها. فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
Okay, the word naqa, like when you read it, of course the qaf is one of the strong letters, as you can see it there. But the ta is obviously one of the soft letters. We don't have it on the board here because it is always soft. So we try not to continue with that same level when you get to the ta. Naqa, ta, not naqa, ta. This is how you said it, naqa, ta. So it's naqa, ta. And of course it's the qaf is sandwiched between two soft letters, the noon and the ta. So soft, strong, soft. And فَكَذَّبُوهُ, you have to spend more time on that who, right? You said it as if there was a sukoon. You fixed it later on, but still the timing was not enough. فَكَذَّبُوهُ. And then فَعَقَرُوهَا. The ha, we didn't hear it properly. All right? جزاك الله خير. Brother Yahya.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
Right, Jazakallah khair. In ayah number 3, the word an-nahar. The word an-nahar. Tell me, those letters that constitute this word, are they soft or strong? Talk to me. It's okay if you don't know it. They are all of them soft?
Yes.
All right. Do you agree with him, the others? Brother Hanif is not going to be happy. You happy? So you all agree?
If it's not, then ra is strong.
All right, yeah. The ra is not always soft. It is soft in this case because you didn't stop. But the ra is sometimes soft, sometimes strong. In this case, you didn't stop, so it's soft. But if you stopped, then it's going to be strong. And the rest of the letters, we have the hamza and the lam. The lam is sometimes soft, sometimes strong as well. The ha is always soft because we don't have it on the board. And the alif is also with the lam here. So we have 3 letters that are sometimes soft, sometimes strong, except the hamza and the ha that are always soft. But what you said is true. It is all of them are soft in this case. In this case. All right, Jazakallah khair. And the qalqala, you still need to work on it. There was a lot of qalqalas in this surah that you didn't I guess put enough effort on the qalqala, like suqiyaha, right, and those kind of words. All right, Jazakallah khair. Abu Yahya.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها وقد خاب من دساها.
That's better.
كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها.
The qalqala, maybe a little bit better. عقباها. And the word faqa, faqa, in ayah number 13. Yeah, the qaf is stronger. Yeah, faqa, faqala lahum.
And the alif will be stronger in this case?
Yeah, because the alif is following the qaf, which is one of the strong letters, right? So the alif follows the letter before it. If the letter before it is strong, then in this case, it's going to be strong. So faqa, like fakha, also fakha. Or وقد خاب ولا يخا. It's the same thing, same idea. All right. والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها. All right, Surah Al-Sharh. Yes, Brother Mahir.
When you speak about ghunna, this doesn't apply on the noon?
Yeah, the example that we gave was the ikhfa, because the letters, these letters, when you look at them, they don't really belong to the idgham, right? We don't have any letters of idgham in these 7 letters, right?
I mean, when you speak about the letters that might be soft or strong,
Yeah.
you spoke about the ghunna.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
What about the noon?
That's what I'm trying to say. The ghunna happens either in the idgham or the ikhfa, right? So I was saying that, or I was trying to say that it doesn't happen, or it is not strong. It's not going to be strong in the idgham. It will be strong in the ikhfa, because in the idgham, the letters that follow the noon are not one of these letters, the 7 letters here, right? So it will only happen in the ikhfa. Does it make sense? So the ghunna will be strong only in the ikhfa, because the ikhfa will have one of these letters, but not the idgham of the noon, because we have yarmalun, and yarmalun is not one of the letters here. Does it make sense? Abu Yahya? All right. تفضل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
جزاك الله خير. In this surah, as you have noticed, we have a lot of examples of the strong letters, حروف الاستعلاء, sandwiched between soft letters. We have many words that have one of these letters in the middle. All right, Brother Hanif.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا.
Say again.
فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
جزاك الله خير. Brother Muhammad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
جزاك الله خير. Brother Sajjad.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
Can you give me an example of the gunna in the case where it is strong?
In the third ayah, الذي أنقض ظهرك, there's a qaf that follows the noon.
That follows what?
That's after the noon of the second.
The noon. All right. You agree with him? All right. That's a good example of a gunna when in the case where it is strong, because the noon is followed by a qaf. Jazakallah khair. Brother Yahya.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك
صاد
ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب.
جزاك الله خير. Brother Yahya.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك.
What riwayah are you reading, Brother Abu Yahya? Did you hear the same thing or right?
الذي أنقض ظهرك.
Repeat from the beginning. Maybe I didn't hear it properly.
ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا.
Don't look at me.
ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك.
You heard something?
Wizard.
Yeah. How did he read it? All right. So repeat again from ayah number 2, because he was looking at me. That's why.
ووضعنا عنك وزرك.
It's like you are saying something in between wizrak and wuzrak, like something in between. Wizrak.
وزرك.
All right. Is it better?
Maybe it was because of, I think, strong, waw was strong.
The waw was strong. All right, try it one more time.
ووضعنا عنك وزرك.
Still, there's something in it that doesn't feel right. Maybe it's because it's too strong, or it's like the kasra is not clear enough.
ووضعنا عنك وزرك.
All right, continue.
الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. So the word fansab is a good example of the ghunna when it is soft, strong. But you didn't make it strong, you made it soft. فإذا فرغت فانصب. That's better. Because the sad is obviously one of the letters, one of the strong letters. Fansab. Fansab. You just have to make sure that the fa is soft. Right? Fansab. Alright? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. All right, any questions about التفخيم and الترقيق? If we have a chance next week, if we get access to the projector, we'll see some examples, inshallah, and the common mistakes of التفخيم and الترقيق. Otherwise, we'll talk about the hams. The hams is something that I selected out of other features of the letters, or other characteristics of the letters. I picked the hams because on one hand, a lot of people do make mistakes in al-hams, or don't know how to make the hams compared to other characteristics. And the homework is Surah Takwir. I wrote it by mistake as At-Takrir in the course description. So Surah Takwir, it is Surah number 81, next week inshallah. If we are able to read the whole Surah, then we'll read the whole Surah. If not, then we'll read as much as we can from it. Surah Takwir. Alright? So we'll stop here inshallah. We'll pray Salat al-Isha if you didn't pray it. And we'll see you next week inshallah. Subhanakallah wa hamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.